necessarily understand what the act of service is that you would appreciate. They think, I'll use an example, let's say your kid decides, if I wash mom's car, boy, is she going to appreciate that, and that'll really show her how much I love her. And you would have appreciated had they just washed the dishes the night before and put them in the dishwasher instead of washing your car. So they're two different separate things. So the washed car, you go, oh, thanks, that was nice. If the dishes were in the dishwasher, it'd be like, it was done, I'm thinking of husbands and wives too. Husband thinks, okay, if I go to the market and buy some groceries, and usually the groceries he wants, just kidding, she'll feel appreciated, right? And no, your language might be, had he bought the groceries, come home and cooked dinner, because he knew I was coming home at 8 o'clock tonight? Then he was really getting it, okay? So what happens here is it's got to be about eagerness, excitement, and good humor, because it doesn't matter if the act of service is in your comfort zone, okay? I'm talking about with another person. If the act of service is not in your comfort zone, that does not matter. If that's their primary love language, then you need to key in on that. And the whole idea here is, and you have to make this clear, if it's your love language, like I said, it's my love language, you have to make it clear of what the expectation is. There's no faking. You do it with a smile, a big smile, like you really mean it. Because you really should be happy about showing this person, or receiving this person, someone letting you know they love you, or you letting somebody else know that you love them. It's joyful, it's a gratitude, it's a warm fuzzy, and so it's really significant. And there's no hero or martyr card, and we don't keep lists like, well, you want me to vacuum? Well, last week I vacuumed and you didn't even say thank you. I'm not going to do it this week. Well, if someone coming in and vacuuming for you or dusting for you is huge for you, you say, I may not have been on a scale of 10, but it is really significant to me that you did that. Or expressing that, either way, if you're giving it or you're getting it. And there's, like I said, no hero or martyr card. You can't, it's not fair to say something like, remind them of what you did, even though you didn't like doing it. Or even though it was outside your comfort zone, to remind them of that, it's not fair play. It's all about a smile, a real giving thing. All of these languages are about giving and getting, and really feeling it deep into your core. There are variations, like we talked about, there are variations in dialects. I'll go to that, but there's also a difference. There are some people that are fine with a thank you, and what we're talking about here is someone who is truly experiencing love by someone's act of service. Feeling completely and utterly loved. Okay? If it's not your love language, you know what I'm talking about. Someone says thank you, you're fine. Someone doesn't say thank you, who cares? But if it's somebody's love language, it goes deep. And it really is so significant. And we have to let each other know that. Whether it's workforce, home, whatever it is, we have to let them know that. And then never assume that your idea of an act of service is what the other wants, like I was saying. Always check it out. If I do things for you around here, or to the other person, I love you, you love me, but what would really be cool? If just every once in a while you did this. If just every once in a while you did that. Did a task of some sort for me. Make it real concrete so they can understand it. And you need to listen to, I said you have to be a detective and you have to gather information. And part of that is listening to the words of other people. Because if someone's criticizing, let's say you're home and your daughter is criticizing you for something, it speaks more to her needs than it does to your needs. When someone's criticizing, you need to step back and look at that person and go, oh wow, okay, so they're not feeling loved. So they're not feeling productive. So they're not feeling smart. So, you really are a mirror of what that other person is lacking, and that gives you a lot of information. Did anyone else have acts of service for their love language? Did this resonate when I was talking about it could mean something to one person, but it doesn't necessarily mean the same?
Right. Even some of the little things that he'll do for me, I have to make a big deal about how nice and wonderful it was, so that he wants to do it again.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, wouldn't it be great if, like, whoever cooks dinner, the other person cleans up? How cool would that be? That way every morning we wake up and there's no dishes in the sink, or, and he's like, well, I do that, and I'm like, he'll leave the pot soaking in the sink instead of just, you're standing there just watching, will you? Because then I have to do it the next day, and I'm like, I'm running 2 businesses and I need to have it, I check it off my list.
Yes.
But he works physically hard, and I have to understand that part too, so I've learned to appreciate all those little things that he's doing, even though it may not be 100% of it. So it's a work in progress after 28 years, but yeah, it's little things. I just have to make it like, wow, thank you so much. I so appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah.